Welcome to this lab. In this lab we will see how the wet etching system works. So, wet etching is done in the hood. We have a acid bench, we have a solvent bench. Now, here we will take an example of a gold and how can you etch the gold. So, when you deposit this gold using one of the technique, either it is thermal evaporation or it is e-beam or it is sputtering, and you want to dip this gold wafer into the chemical which is your BH, which is your potassium iodide, right, then what will happen is the gold will start etching. Now, when your gold gets etched, you have to rinse the wafer with DI water followed by drying the wafer. It is as simple as that what I am saying. So, it is a very small lab demonstration of how the gold etching works. I hope you like the video and you learn something while we are showing you the demo of wet etching.
Okay, now we have seen the lithography process, and it will be followed by the etching of the underneath layer. So till now what we have seen is on a substrate we deposited titanium as the addition layer, followed by gold, and then we coated it with positive photoresist and we patterned it using a mask. So the next step would be okay, and we also, after patterning it, we also developed it. So now what we have is on a gold on a surface film of gold, we have a patterned photoresist. Now we would be etching out this gold, and the solution we will be using is potassium iodide and iodide solution, which will etch out the gold, which is not protected by the patterned photoresist. So because we are dealing with chemicals and this is a chemical wet bench, we do need to wear some personal protective equipment, that is the PPEs. So right now what I am having is, I am having a splash goggle, an extra set of gloves and an apron. On top of that, I will be also wearing a face shield along with the splash goggles and the other PPEs. So now let's get started with the process. So before starting, the first step is to ensure that you have all the chemicals and glassware as well as the tweezers that you will be needing. So I have my sample which is dipped in DI water, one beaker and one petri dish. I'll be pouring my gold etchant. Like I said, it is a potassium iodide and iodine solution, just enough so that my sample is completely submerged. I'll keep it aside. Now I'll take my sample carefully and dip it in the etchant and start shaking it. I can see that some patterns are developing. That is an indication that my gold etchant is doing its work. You can take it out and observe. Okay, it needs more etching. So now you can see some patterns. I'll just wash it in DI water again. And you can see the solution, the DI water has turned slightly yellow. That is the residual gold that was taken on the sample. Now we will wash this sample. Remove this aside and wash it with DI water. You can see that there is some gold pattern and some underlying titanium which we used as the adhesion layer. So now I'll dry it with a stream of nitrogen, and then we can use it for our next process. So now we are done with the gold etching, and this is an example of how the end-to-end process starting from thin film deposition to lithography and to etching looks like. So using a combination of such series of steps, that is deposition, litho and etching, we can create many complicated structures for our devices. So thank you.